Hi, resellers. It's Suzanne A. Wells, and welcome to my June 2021 sales update video. I'm coming to you from my office in Atlanta, Georgia. Notice I'm only showing you the clean parts of the office because I'm just like you. I have a few little piles of stuff everywhere. So, anyway, let's get into the big reveal of the item I found on page 137 of my BOLO book, which, if you saw the cover image, that's it. But I didn't even know about this item until I started putting the book together. And I saw it appearing every now and then on the Money Making Mondays and the $100 supersize sales threads in my Facebook group. So I noticed a pattern that people were finding this and selling it for a lot of money. So that is why it's in the book. I've done the research for you and found all these items, these high profit items that you can find. You just have to get out there and look for them. So, what is the item? It's called the Vintage Play School Snuzzles stuffed animal slash plush. I found the cow, which I didn't even know there was a cow. These were the only two I had seen on the Money Making Mondays threads. And as you can see there, the sale price is $175. There is an introduction in the book that explains where I got these prices. I look at Terapeak going back 365 days. So the research for the 2021 BOLO handbook was done in March of 2021. So there were only a few, and I took an average price. But mine actually sold for more because it was the only one at the time. And before you start suggesting I should have sold this on auction, I did my research and I felt comfortable charging what I charged, which was $224. I didn't see any that sold for more than that. In fact, the highest priced one I saw on Terapeak and on the internet looking at Etsy and other reselling sites was not even 200. So I increased the price a little bit past what the historical data suggested I should price it at. And that's just my business model. Maybe I could have gotten more. I don't know. It was an exciting sale, and so I just priced it at 224, and it sold overnight in less than 12 hours. So I cannot complain. This was a very exciting sale and proof that what is in here is real. It's out there and you can find it. So let's get into my sales update, and I will show you some other items I sold with commentary that might help you with your eBay business.
Okay, starting off with the big sale of the month, Vintage Play School Snuzzles Plush. What I love about these items, the Snuzzles, is that they are plaid. So they're easy to see mixed in with all the other plush and stuffed animals. So if you don't know about this one, now you do. The cat, or I should say the cow, is out of the bag now. And I paid $1.06 for this, sold it for $224 overnight, so less than 12 hours. Profit was $191.77. And a side note on this item, it was at the very bottom of the bin of plush, and my Goodwill stores have tags with barcodes so that checkout is faster, obviously, but they have a date on the tags so you can see when it was put out on the floor. And this item had been sitting there for 3 weeks. So it's just a matter of digging and looking and knowing what you're looking for, because I know for a fact many, many sellers go to the same Goodwill stores I go to. And this was still there, just waiting for me. Okay, the next item is this exotic ostrich belt. This took 11 months to sell. This was attached to the sterling silver hardware that sold for, I think it was $375 a couple months ago. Both pieces together cost $1.50, and this is another item that had been in the store for 5 weeks and was on the half price color when I found it. So the cost allocated to this item was 75 cents, and it sold for $70. Profit was $61.40. And here is a lot of 14 porcelain handles. There's actually 15, but there was a random one in there that didn't match, so I didn't count that. But anyway, these weren't vintage or anything. They were just high quality porcelain. These were $1.25, and I sold the lot for $59.97. Profit was $52.70. Here's an interesting Johnny Was tunic top. I paid $6.35 for this. That was full asking price at Goodwill. It sold for $45. Profit was $33.54. Now, this item was not in perfect condition, but it was a more expensive brand, so I decided I'm going to just put it out there and see what happens. And you can see in the condition note there, it says good pre-owned condition, some discoloration on back of one sleeve and lower front. And I priced this at $64.97. I went in high because this was a size 2X, and this is an expensive brand. This could easily sell for $200 retail. So these are some photos from my listing where I'm showing the discoloration. I don't think it was bleach. I'm not sure what that is because some of it was pink and some of it was yellow. So maybe it was just washed incorrectly and the embroidery thread faded and bled onto the garment. I have no idea. I'm just showing what I have. When I get questions from buyers about what is this, what happened, it's like I just say, sorry, I do not know the history of the item. Here's what it is. And then also in my description area, I explained some faint discoloration on back of one sleeve and lower front. So I've got that in the condition note at the top of the listing. I've got the photos of it, and I've explained it. So I got an offer right away for $45, and I went ahead and took it because I thought that was totally fair based on the condition and what I paid for it, and so my profit was still over $30. I was happy with that. Okay, the next item is a pair of eyeglasses, Brooks Brothers brand. I paid $2.12 for these. They sold for full asking price of $39.97. Profit was $33.39. And I do have an intensive course on selling eyeglasses. If this is not something you're looking at, you are leaving money on the table because these are in thrift stores and you sell them for the frames, not the prescription in the frames. Next up is a vintage Ralph Lauren embroidered denim shirt. This was on the half price color, which means it was in the store for 5 weeks. Nobody bought it. It was waiting for me. I paid $3.18 for this. It sold for full asking of $39.97. My profit was $32.31. And I picked this up because it was vintage, embroidered on both the front and the cuffs, and it had pearl snaps. So I knew somebody would love this for all those reasons and walked away with profit of over $30. This item I paid a little bit more than normal for, but it was a good solid item. O'Brien wetsuit. This was a men's size medium, short style. I paid $13.40 for this. Profit was $31.39. It sold for $44. And what was kind of fun on this one is it went to California, and the eBay buyer's name was something like Surfer Dude, something or another. And all I could think of was Jeff Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High with that Surfer Dude name. So anyway, profit of over $30 on this one. Next up is a cashmere sweater. The brand is Elena Solano. I have sold this one a few times. This brand, not this particular item. I paid $4.76 for this one. It sold for $40 on best offer. Profit was $30.79. So here we are in June, and cashmere sweaters are selling. Okay, this is a Victoria's Secret Dream Angels bra. I paid $4.24 for this. It sold for full asking of $32.97. Profit was $25.98. This is a Monster Energy Supercross knit beanie. I paid $1.06 for this. Sold for $30. Profit was $25.42. Now, my Goodwill has started what they call Dollar Mondays. So the oldest color tag is $1, and then that is also when they change the color tag for the week for 50% off. So I've started going on Mondays just to get items cheaper, because I might not pay $6 for it, but I'll pay $1. And that adds up when you're selling over 50 items a month. You want to make your money when you buy, not when you sell. So I'm very excited about mid-August when I turn 55 and I can start getting that senior discount. So Mondays will be a win with the dollar day and the new color tag, and then Tuesdays will be a win with the senior discount. And then another thrift store I go to has their senior day on Wednesday. So just, the older you get, the more opportunities you have. And it's like that scene in Fried Green Tomatoes where Kathy Bates' character is in the parking lot and those young girls steal her parking spot. She's like, hey, I'm older and I have more insurance. So that's kind of the way I feel about getting older now, is all these opportunities that are appearing the older you get, and I'm going to leverage that. Okay, anyway, back to the main topic here. This is an Alfani sweater, cashmere. I paid $6.35 for this. It sold for full asking price of $34.97. Profit was $25.42. And here we have another cashmere sweater selling in the middle of summer. But wait, you get more. Here's another one. Talbot's. I paid $6.35 for this one. It sold for $40, and profit was $25.33. Now, no, I do not pick up every single cashmere sweater I see. This one was kind of unusual. It was sort of like a short sleeve poncho with pockets in the front and a big cowl neck. It was just kind of unusual, and there was nothing wrong with it. So it didn't go into my fix later pile. So I just love cashmere, and I'm always going to sell it. Okay, and then the opposite of a cashmere sweater would be a bathing suit. This is a Land's End tankini top, black, size 14. I paid $3.18 for this. It was the half price color. It sold for $29.97 in just a few days. Profit was $23.63. Okay, now an item from a completely different category. This is a Jellycat plush, Truffles the Lamb. I paid $1.06 for this. This was not on the dollar sale. A lot of our plush is $1 at our Goodwill stores. So anyway, it sold for $25. That is a profit margin I can get behind and products that I like to work with. I just think plush are fun and they're just easy to ship. Don't have to worry about them breaking. They don't expire. It's just a great product for my business model. So profit on this was $23.32. Now we have another swimsuit, Ralph Lauren. This one is in limbo. So let me tell you about the sale and then I'll tell you about the problem. I paid $6.35 for this. It was full price at Goodwill, but I knew it would sell fast because of the brand, style, and color. It sold for $32 on best offer. Profit was $22.24. So what happened here was this item showed up in my best offer workflow. I sent an offer. They countered. I accepted their offer. They paid. I shipped the item, and now they're disputing the transaction like they didn't order it. And this happens to everybody. It's just like, how can you have gone through so many steps with this purchase and then say you didn't do those steps? Okay, maybe it's legit if one thing is bought at full price and there's no back and forth with the buyer and seller, but there was a lot of back and forth on this. So this transaction is still in limbo. My funds are on hold. It's being investigated, all that stuff. So we'll just see how that works out. But it was a sale, so I'm counting it. Okay, this is an Eddie Bauer denim wrap dress, a very classic item. And wrap dresses are great to sell because they don't have to fit perfectly. You can adjust them based on your individual size. So these are just a classic item. I always pick them up if it's a well-known and reputable brand that creates durable products, and Eddie Bauer is one of those. I paid the full price for this, $7.74. Took an offer of $35. I had it priced at $39.97, and profit was $21.91. Okay, a men's item. Nat Nast is the brand. This was new with tag. I paid $7. It sold for $31. Profit was $20.72. And this is a Soma cardigan. It's not a sweater per se made of wool. It's like a stretchy, soft, cottony fabric. And new with tag, I paid $6.35 for this. Took an offer of $30. Profit was $20.25. This is an LL Bean vest that had the Weather Channel on the back of it. This was an item on the Monday dollar sale, so it had been in the store for 5 weeks. I took an offer of $22. Profit was $19.99. And the Weather Channel is located in Atlanta, so it is not unusual to come across products with the Weather Channel embroidered on them, things like hats, beanies, jackets, vests like this. So LL Bean and the Weather Channel, I knew this would sell. Okay, and here's another vest. This is an Eddie Bauer down vest. I paid full price for this, $7.47. Took an offer of $30. Profit was $19.70. So 2 winter type vests that sold in the middle of summer. Okay, and now for the numbers. I sold 76 items in June. At this point, the total number of items in my store is 389, and that is normal for me. I usually stay between 375 and 400. That's just the pace I work at and the amount of inventory I want in my home. I am not doing this to have thousands of items in my home. That's just not my business model. My inventory cost. This is a new statistic I want to give you guys so that you'll understand how much or how little you can put into your inventory and still make money. So $398 was the cost, the inventory cost of the items I sold. It's not new items that I bought, it's the items that I sold. My total profit was $1,316, which was up from the month before. And my profit per item, which is the statistic I'm working on, was $17.13. So here we can look at a recap of the entire year of 2021 so far, and you can see how that profit per item is fluctuating. And it probably always will, but the end goal is $30 per item profit.
Now, let me interject some commentary here, and I want to look at you when I am explaining this. Some of you comment or email me, you have items priced at less than $20 in your store. Why do you do that if you are trying to achieve $30 average sale price and transition into higher dollar items? And I've been trying to do this now for over 2 years. So sometimes things take time. Slow progress is still progress. But I use my eBay store like an online garage sale. Whenever I buy clothing for myself, I buy it at a thrift store. I refuse to pay retail for anything. And sometimes it doesn't work out right, or I wear it for a little while and then I decide I don't like it, or it just sits in my closet and doesn't get worn. So I just stick it in my eBay store. In my world, it's this little game I play called I'm going to buy something for myself. And then when I'm done with it, I'm going to sell it for more than I paid. So I'm always making money, even if it's not intentionally purchased for my eBay store. So that's just a habit I've developed over all these years I've been doing eBay. And I just, if it can be sold, I sell it. Obviously, if it's too far gone and has holes or has a stain or something like that, I will either trash it or redonate it. But it's always in the back of my mind when I'm choosing my own clothing is, I can sell this when I am tired of it, or if it doesn't fit the way I want it to, or if it's not super comfortable, because my goal is to love everything in my closet. So I don't have to worry about what I'm going to wear. Everything's comfortable, everything fits. So I have a lot of goals in my life, but I just don't want my closet to be full of all the stuff I never wear, because I can sell it and make money on it. So other items might be household items or something that just doesn't go with my decor anymore, stuff like that. So here are a few items that are in my store that were not intentionally purchased for resale, but they're in there and somebody's going to buy them.
Just to show you, these are some items that are for sale in my eBay store that either I didn't try on in the store or they just didn't work right. For example, that first one, Athletic Works, which is a Walmart brand. They have some cute stuff that does sell. Doesn't have pockets. So I shouldn't have even bought that one in the first place because I like pockets. The Champion one, I wore that for a while and it's like a fourth zip pullover and I just prefer a full zip jacket. So I just don't want to wear that one anymore. The Fila jacket is just too short and just it didn't work out after I got it home. And then the golf skirt, it just didn't hit me right. It's not super comfortable. And it's that sort of, I call it parachute material. It's like nylon. It doesn't stretch. So it's okay if you're standing up, but if you're sitting down or driving, it just isn't super comfortable. So That's why those are for sale. And then I've got some home items that didn't work out. That Sugru moldable putty is a very cool product, and I bought that when I moved into my new home, but I've never opened it, and here we are 6 months later, so obviously I'm not going to use it. The Spartina lunch tote, I bought that for myself, and it's just too small. I don't like it. The Trivial Pursuit Baby Boomer cards. I bought that to take on my beach trip with my friends, thinking that would be a fun thing to do, sit around and enjoy some adult beverages and play Trivial Pursuit without the board game part. But I started reading the questions, and they're like, it's like all this boring political stuff, and you know, it's just not. It just wasn't fun. I like the pop culture questions, and music and TV and food and all that, and this just, I don't know, it just wasn't what I was looking for. So that's for sale. And then those turtle throw pillows I had bought when I lived in my other place, and they just don't match anything here in my new home. So those are up for sale, and that's a good brand, Simply Southern. I mean, they're fun pillows. Somebody with a beach house is probably going to buy them for their home decor. And then I do have some low price items in my store because I'm planning on selling them in quantity, such as the wallpaper borders and those Energizer batteries, which I think are hearing aid batteries. They could be for different things, but I think that's the main use. I found like 30 packs of those. And then the Dry L, that was at the grocery store on clearance for $2.50. So even if it doesn't sell in my store, I can use it for that price. I wasn't going to leave it behind. So anyway, those are just some items that I have in my store that weren't really purchased for huge profit potential, but more like, oh, this is really cheap and I know I can sell it type thing. Also, one final note, if you have not purchased your BOLO handbook, the link is below the video. You don't want to miss out. And what I keep hearing from people is that the items are surprising. Like they're saying, oh, I never would have guessed these items would sell for so much or at all. And some sellers are coming back for a second copy to give as gifts because they're like, oh, my spouse keeps stealing the book, or, my mother goes shopping with me and I know she would like to know more about what to look for and that kind of thing. So it's available at the link below through my website or in my eBay store.
Okay, that wraps up another sales update video. I hope you learned something. I would love your comments below, and please subscribe if you have not. That really helps my channel and my metrics when you as the viewer do something, whether it's comment, like, subscribe, and if you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. That's fine too, because I do look at my analytics to see what my audience likes and doesn't like. Have a profitable and productive and fun day on eBay. See you next time. Bye.